How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be featuring the Ohio, this time on Mountain Range, the new map that came out with the August update, and it's honestly one that I've been kind of excited to play the Ohio on. I guess really any sort of brawling battleship, because there's so many islands that you can use to actually push in and get close to the enemy. Destroyers shouldn't really be that big of an issue because generally, well, if there's an island, they can't torpedo you, and you can sort of pillar off any angles that you want to and mitigate any torpedo damage that would otherwise be possible on a lot of the other more wide open maps, especially things like the Atlantic. There's just so many basically straight up gaps from the enemy spawn to your spawn that destroyers can just launch torps, and kind of causes a lot of passive gameplay. I guess the more islands the better, so you can actually push in, especially in battleships that ideally you would want to, as one of our friendly ships gets deathstruck. Did that say Colbert? I'm pretty sure it said Colbert. One of the ships that have 32 millimeters of armor and really could actually bow tank anything in this game because they don't have a Yamato. Yamato's the only thing that could overmatch, and yeah, I feel like if you're getting deathstruck in Colbert, you're doing something very wrong. And yeah, I was kind of pushing in a little too aggressively. I mean, we knew we were spotted, and we knew the objective was being captured before the GK. But we kept pushing. We eat one torp, not the end of the world. The torpedo doesn't do that much damage, so we do know it's the small end. But we're going to keep pushing in. There's just islands that we can keep using to get closer. And yeah, we kind of want to get as close as we can to get our secondaries in the game. Although in this match I'm not actually using the funny button, which I kind of regret, and why I went back to using it. I also don't have running with scissors in this match, which I also regret. But we do know now that the small end launched torpedoes and missed. He's basically right on the other side of this island, and with how narrow those torpedoes were, we do know that he's very close. So I'm just going to keep pushing. Small end should at least have a, like a minute torp reload, at least. And we do find the small end. Unfortunately, our Worcester is actually AFK, the one that we spawned with, so we don't actually have a cruiser with good DPM and capability to find and fight destroyers to help us. And yeah, it's just us. I don't even bother pinging the Worcester because he's not even here. We're trying to get rid of the small end, but we're the only thing that actually shoots at him, which is pretty unfortunate. And now we're kind of stuck here because we pushed the small end, and well, at this point he probably has his torps reloaded, and we can't really just keep pushing out, otherwise we're going to eat more torps, which we kind of want to avoid. But I mean, you can see how many islands there are on this map. Avoiding destroyer torpedoes is not actually that difficult. Repub, though, showing a decent amount of side. He does shoot. I think this is the second Citadel that we ate, I guess, off the turret or something. Not really expecting to be Citadel at angles like this, but yeah, I think that's the second one. First one was from GK, and then now Repub. Quite unfortunate, if you ask me, because that's all HP that we can't actually heal. But yeah, at least we have 40-second cooldown, so we can actually, I guess, get away with pushing in more small end torps. I thought he was actually trying to go to the right around the island, which he doesn't actually do. He's actually going to the left. And yeah, there's more small end torpedoes. Luckily our DCP is still active when they hit, so we don't actually permaflood. Small end gets himself spotted again, and we focus our secondaries on him, but we do need to make sure we get rid of him. Well, our teammate gets rid of him, so that's a destroyer down. Brisbane reversing out broadside, not having running with scissors kind of does hurt here, because I think he would have been deathstruck had we had running with scissors. And now we're trying to go for a drive-by of sorts against this Repub. He tries to shoot my turret instead of my superstructure, he does actually remove both of my front guns, which is very unfortunate and very awkward, because now I only have turrets in the rear. But we also find their Z-46, who is caught in our secondaries and actually just... Well, I don't know if he's getting shredded. We can see a lot of the secondaries still not leading, which always does hurt. And the battleship that's actually charging through isn't looking at me, so it's not that big of a problem. Z-46 stops shooting at me, and we see him looking ahead of us, so we know he's launching another set of torps, so we just slam on the brakes, and we let those go right by. Z-46 though, trying to run away. My turrets not having running with scissors aren't turning fast enough, which kind of is a problem. He does start trying to smoke up, but it's far too late. Brisbane reverses out from the island again, sets us on a double fire, but luckily we have our DCP. Our turrets, you know, it's kind of weird. We went to the front guns instead of the rear turrets, even though we can't actually use our front guns anymore. And yeah, we kind of were aiming at the island, but luckily the rear turrets were still facing the Brisbane, and we are actually able to finish him off as another set of Z-46 torps show up. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty exciting push. Usually on other maps like that, it wouldn't really be possible because of obviously how many torpedoes the destroyers would just be throwing out. But because there's so many islands, it does make it more difficult for them. But unfortunately, with the torpedoes that we did eat, and the citadels basically in our cheek through the bow, yeah, we can't really heal that much HP anymore. But the only things that's left are on the other side. Full HP Napoli, there's a Kaba, and some battleship all the way on the edge of the map. We do have, well, our destroyer, as well as a full HP Worcester that did actually start playing, although it was quite late. Would have been nice to have his support earlier. But anyway, we do have an opportunity for a Kraken. Unfortunately, we weren't actually able to finish off the Smalland. I guess the battleship that finally pushed in from spawn got it. But, I mean, there's still a bunch of ships still alive. We do have to be careful, though. Kaba can just easily farm a battleship down from this low HP, even though he doesn't have much HP himself, because, well, Kaba's maneuverability, especially with engine boost active, even without it, prop mod, you can throttle jockey pretty nastily. But yeah, Kaba's just trying to run. I'm also trying to see if we can find the Napoli. If we can get the Napoli broadside and, I mean, use our spotter plane, chances are we can still get some rear turrets of justice in there, and maybe even dev strike him. That would be kind of poggers. Kaba torps show up, and they do hit our battleship. Our battleship that was low HP is still charging in. Not ideal. And at this point, I'm realizing I don't have a lot of HP. Napoli is already turning out, and Kaba's far enough away that this isn't going to go well, because that battleship in front of me is going to get farmed. Our other battleship out on the flank also died. Or, well, our ship on the outside died and did trade with their battleship. But being this far in the front, and now being, I guess, the only thing that they can shoot at is quite a problem. We pop our heal preemptively, just so any damage that we do take, I guess, is healing back, and we're, I guess, making the most use out of our heal, as our shells that look decent unfortunately went over. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem with only 2 turrets to hit a Kaba, especially one that's kiting as far away as he is. We also have a full HP Montana behind us, but yeah, I'm kind of hoping we can just get one lucky overpin. He's so low, but I also wish we had more shells, as our lead is slightly too little. Had we had 4 shells, maybe bad dispersion would have helped us and actually been able to finish off the Kaba. But considering we don't have our DCP back, we need to duck into cover to not get burnt down so easily. We also have our heal coming back off of cooldown, although it is our last one. So we don't exactly have a whole lot of HP to, I guess, unnecessarily trade. Napoli, though, is beelining for the back of the map and the border. Yeah, at this point, he probably should have started pushing in rather than run away, I mean, there's still a good chance that he could win. I mean, a low HP Ohio, obviously full HP Montana, but there's still a Kaba that could help him. I guess full HP Worcester, but he has, I guess, arguably the most tankiest cruiser, heavy cruiser, large cruiser at legendary tier, and could technically pull it off. Unfortunately, our lead was perfect, but our shells landed short, didn't aim high enough. I guess him sailing broadside and barely turning out made it miss. But yeah, we missed our opportunity for a crack in there. And Napoli is basically still just gonna run away. He's going to the border, and he's also reaching the edge of our range soon. Not really gonna be an opportunity. I mean, I'm gonna be patient as long as I can and hope that he turns broadside, deciding to charge in, because the game's basically over. But yeah, he's not even shooting anymore, but probably because nothing's spotted. But yeah, I mean, he's decently broadside, but he just decides to turn away. Yeah, Napoli isn't going to try to push back in. He's just running. He's gonna reach the border soon though, so maybe there is a chance. Our Shima basically stalking him. Yeah, unfortunate. I really wish I had my front guns. This is just very awkward having to use our rear turrets only, and especially while chasing, because we can't chase directly at them if we want to shoot. We have to chase at an angle, which is basically gonna force us to not take a direct route, because the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. And every time we have to turn our ship to fire our guns, we do slow down. But Torps out for Napoli. Napoli is basically going to reach the border. I'm not sure what he's going to do. Is he going to turn in to try push in, or will he ride the border away? The good old rider, hider, border kiter? Nope, that wasn't it. The kiter, hider, border rider. There we go. That's what it was. But yeah, Napoli's just unfortunately running away. He does reach the border though before Shima's Torps show up, and knowing that he has, I guess, involuntary sliding on the border, he's basically drifting right into the Shima Torps, which sucks for him and also sucks for us because now we can't get our Kraken. But good that the game ends after he ran away for so long. But yeah, mountain range, and I guess brawling battleships or battleships that you want to push with is honestly kind of up there. Not sure if this makes it to my favorite map for legendary tier. Still conflicted, because I also really like Estuary, which we also can now play on. But yeah, honestly, this is up there for one of those contenders. But yeah, really disappointed we lost our front turrets. Wish I had running with scissors, and also the secondary funny button for how often we found destroyers. Probably would have killed the destroyers a lot quicker, and also our main guns would have done more damage with running with scissors to the destroyers, and also death struck the Brisbane. Yeah, even though it only activates at 8 chem, I mean, I feel like I find myself in that range more often than not. But yeah, Optimus Prime, I definitely went back to running with scissors after this, and also went back to the funny button, pretty sure. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more, and share it with your friends. And leave a comment down below on other ships you want to see in the future. But till next time, aloha.